Hi, my name's Pam Dunn. I'm with Your Infinite Life Training and Coaching Company. And today I want to talk to you about truth. There's my truth, your truth, the truth. You see, truth is simple and complex at the same time. You know, the other thing that's important about truth is that it's not about not lying. Like, that's the complex part. So telling the truth is important, but withholding and not telling is not necessarily about lying. We need to do what is needed to speak our truth rather than to avoid lying. So let's talk about a couple examples. Because growing up, and probably even when I was an adult or am an adult, I lied about being sick to not go to school or to not work. I may have lied about how I truly felt to not go to an exercise class. So yeah, those are lies, and yes, they seem, simple and benign. But, I have also not told the truth, which is a little bit different, right? I've not told the truth to a boss that I didn't fully trust. And that's a little bit different than lying, because telling the truth requires courage. Now, in raising my sons, I have 3 sons, in raising them, one of the premises that I used about lying and telling the truth was I felt like it was my job to make sure that they had the courage and developed the courage to tell their truth, always and in all ways. And of course, in order to teach them that, I had to begin doing that. Now, here's the thing about truth and how it becomes so complex is because the truth requires us to have the courage to trust ourselves, to have faith in ourselves, to be able to handle whatever might come up in that moment. Having the courage to tell the truth takes a lot of trust in yourself, takes a lot of faith in yourself, and it requires much practice. And I think that it's developed over the years. Some people may be innately or naturally great at telling the truth, and yet sometimes when they tell the truth, the delivery feels like they're throwing a brick at you. Well, a lot of times that means that, yes, they may be telling the truth, but they may not be telling themselves the truth. And that's the place where I suggest we all begin understanding about truth. Begin to tell yourself the truth. Look, it takes a lot of courage to do that. But I remember in the moment that I had the courage to tell myself the truth, that I was not being as real or as genuine as I thought I was. Because on the inside, I was judging somebody or, had opinions about them that were not so nice. And yet on the outside, I was acting nice. Now, the truth didn't mean that I was supposed to act on the outside how I felt on the inside. That's not necessarily the truth. The truth was about first having the courage to discover that there was a gap between what I thought on the inside, how I felt on the inside, and what I was expressing. And from there, that gave me the breathing space to have a couple things occur. First of all, I did not want to be seen or be known or be somebody who judged someone else harshly. You see, my mission is to assist people to discover, honor, and express their magnificence. If I'm looking at something that I judge about them, that's not fulfilling my mission. So the thing is in that moment, I'm not being the truth of who I say I want to be. So that's the work that I need to be doing. Because what happens in that case, and what has happened for me, is that those judgments fall away. Because in some ways I was usually discovering that I was judging myself. and those judgments were just being projected or reflected in another person. So you see, it is somewhat complex, this thing we call the truth. And lying is very simple. So I suggest that you don't put the two of them together. It is not truth and lying on each side of a coin. It is truth and not maybe seeing or being your truth. That's true. But it's not about lying. And I think when you do that, you can step back and you give yourself more breathing space, more acceptance, to be kind with yourself in order to go on the discovery of where the truth is not matching in some way, either how you're expressing yourself outwardly or how you're feeling or thinking inwardly. So begin going on the truth of that discovery. It's great fun. It's very fulfilling. And you begin having the courage to be the truth and to tell the truth rather than to make sure you're not lying. Have a great day, and take the time to check out our website, www.yourinfinitelifeonline.com. We have lots of tips, we have coaches, and we have courses to help you get to the truth of who you are.